Hi, I'm Tim Clark with Gasville, USA. Today we're going to take a look at this beautiful 1969 Chevrolet Chevelle. This Chevelle is equipped with a JC code 396 engine and a 4-speed Muncie manual transmission. Other options include bucket seats, center console, Super Sport gauge cluster with tachometer, power steering, and power brakes. The engine assembly date, which is stamped as part of the suffix code, is 1116, which decodes as November 16th. The car assembly date code, as it appears on the cowl tag, is 03C, which decodes as March 3rd week. Now, speaking of the cowl trim tag, the paint code for this Chevelle is the very desirable 71 and 71. This decodes as Le Mans blue for both the top and the bottom of the car. It did not leave the factory with a vinyl top. The interior code is 765 for dark blue with bucket seats. During this video, we'll start by doing a walk around to take a look at the body and paint condition. We will also check out the exterior lighting system, check the door alignments, door locks, and window regulators. Then we'll inspect the engine compartment and we'll start the engine and hear it run. Moving back, we'll look at the interior and we'll check out the dash and instrument panel. Next, we'll look at the trunk area. After that, we'll move to the under chassis to inspect the frame, floor, body bushings, front and rear suspension, steering, and the driveline. Then we'll finish up by doing an actual test drive. During the test drive segment, we travel in several environments, including easy cruising in the country, busy city streets with stop-and-go traffic, and faster interstate driving. So with all this, let's go ahead and get started. let's check out the door alignments, window regulators, and door locks. You'll notice the doors just snap shut very nice. The door locks. And window regulators. All four of them roll up and down very nice. And we'll get the passenger side. Same thing, they just snap shut, very nice. And door locks. Put the key in, right? Locked. Unlocked. Locked. And unlocked. Windows roll up very smooth and very easy. No extra effort required. let's take a look at the instrument panel and dash for the 69 Chevelle. We'll start at the left and work our way right. So, first thing, in the top left-hand corner is the windshield wipers. Keys are already on. Here's low, high, low, and off. And they park very nice. Light switch. The dash lights illuminate very nice. And right in the center here will be the high beam indicator. Nice little blue bow tie. By the way, the odometer on the speedometer says 76,848 as I make this video. The speedometer works great. To the right of the speedometer, right in the center, is a clock. I was told that it's a new quartz clock. I assume it works. I've never set the time, so I don't really know. Then, right up here are the turn signal indicators. So here we got left and right. To the right of that is the full SS gauge cluster. Right in the center is the tachometer, which works great, and I'll demonstrate in just a minute. Above that is the gas gauge, which works great. And then to the right is a temperature gauge, and below that is the oil pressure gauge. Now, you'll notice that under the dash, there's an oil pressure gauge and water temperature gauge as well. So I am assuming that these are disconnected. I know the oil pressure gauge in the dash cluster, the needle does not move. So I'm not sure if it's just disconnected and stuck on that location or if it's damaged. I don't know. Same thing with the temperature gauge. I have seen that move, but I always go by these down here. All right, behind that is the horn, which works great. To the right of that, of course, we got the heater controls. Heater works great. Below that is an aftermarket stereo. Now, I see that it powers up. I've never heard it play because what I was told is that they never installed speakers for the radio. The man I bought it from said they were planning on putting aftermarket kick panels with the stereo speakers in it and never got around to it. I don't have any idea if it works or not. I see it power up, but I've never heard it play. Oh, I was going to show you the tachometer. Start it up. Right here. Hopefully you can see. If you can't see it on this camera, I do have the engine start and run video, which you can see the tachometer operate on that video. Also, when I was inspecting the car under the dash, I noticed it's got a newer fuse cluster box. It's not the old glass tube style, but instead it's the new style. I guess I don't 100% know this, but it certainly appears as though when the restoration occurred, they probably replaced all the electrical wiring harnesses, including the fuse box. I know it does have a newer style fuse box. I really love the center console. I love the 4-speed shifter. The seat belts have the little holster for them to sit in. Very nice finish on the center console. A little cubby hole right in here. The dash pad has no cracks, no problems at all, and actually that goes just for all the interior. Carpet's nice and clean. The seats are very nice. Oh, and by the way, the color of the interior is a dark blue. One person thought that it looked black. It is not black, it's dark blue. The headliner is very nice. The sun visors are very nice. Just a beautiful, beautiful car. Let's take a look at the under chassis of this 1969 Chevelle. First thing I always like to look at when I do this is the bushings. You'll notice that they certainly look to be new. Here's a shot of the 12-bolt rear end. There it is again. You'll notice it looks like it's got new brake lines. Coil springs also appear to be new. They look new. Maybe kind of hard to tell in this video, but the frame and the floor pans are a very nice shiny black. A little dusty, but in extremely nice condition. Again, another shot of a new brake line. And on the other side is the fuel lines. Also look to be replaced. I decoded the transmission. There it is, a Muncie 4-speed. I put the codes on the website. Of course, the bell housing and then the 396 engine. Shot of the front disc brakes, ball joints. Lower control arms. Again, just very nice condition. The steering components also appear to be new. Our alarm, tie rod ends. Very nice clean steering gearbox. Heavy duty sway bar, correct for the SS. And the 396 looks beautiful. So we'll run down this again. Before we start our test drive, I'd like to do just a real short recap. Today we're driving a 1969 Chevelle with a JC code, 350 horse, 396 engine with a few performance upgrades. Behind that is the Muncie 4-speed transmission with her shifter. Also, the car is equipped with power steering and power brakes. So with that, let's just go ahead and get started. just pull in here and get a soda, give a little bit of report on the test drive. Altogether, I've driven the car over 100 miles. Started out by doing a nice cruise out in the country. Yeah, I just cruised along beautifully. Steering nice and responsive, nice and tight. It did not wander left and right. The suspension is nice and firm. The brakes are very good. Beautiful drive out in the country. Then I took it to town and did some heavy traffic city driving. Again, just performed really, really nice. Altogether, like I said, I've driven the car over 100 miles. I started out by going to a little town called Garfield. Then I went to Rogers. Then I went to Bentonville. Now I'm back in Rogers again. The 396 has lots of performance power. I would not call it a race car, but a nice performance muscle car. The Muncie 4-speed and her shifter shifted and performed really nice. Again, like I say, I already mentioned the steering, very nice and responsive and very tight. And the brakes are very good as well. It does not pull one way or the other, but it brakes nice and straight. Overall, just a really, really fun muscle car drive. Hey, I appreciate you watching the video, and you can always find more videos at my website at gasvillusa.com. And feel free to give me a call at 479-636-7111.